Student, good morning. Chapter 3, Locating Place on the Earth. We know that distance and direction help us to locate a place on a map or a globe. If we are at a new place, we try to observe certain features of our surrounding. These features, such as a temple, a hill, or a river, help us in locating places. These features are called the reference point or landmark. You know about landmark? The earth being spherical in shape has no edges or cones, which can be used as a reference point in locating the place. However, the end point of the imaginary axis of the earth on which it rotates provide us two basic points of reference. These endpoints of the earth axis are called North Pole and South Pole. You see in this picture North Pole and South Pole. Okay. There are the fixed point on the earth. The North Pole lie exactly below the pole star and opposite to it in the South Pole. Using the two pole as a basic reference point, an imaginary circle is drawn around the earth midway between the two poles. This great circle divides the earth into two halves. R is known as equator. Equator divides the earth into two equal parts. The half portion of the earth to the north of the equator is called the northern hemisphere. The southern half is called the southern hemisphere. A perpendicular line from any of the pole to the equator make an angle of 90 degree. Thus the north pole is at 90 degree north and the south pole is at 90 degree south. Latitudes. Horizontal line drawn on a globe or a map are called line of latitudes. Since this line run parallel to each other, they are called parallel of latitudes. The latitudes of a place on the earth's surface is its angular distance in the north or in the south of the equator. It measures as an angle subtended at center of the earth. The latitudes are always expressed in degrees. They are number from 0 degree to 90 degree. North and south. Equator is located at 0 degree. Each degree of latitudes is divided into 60 minutes and a minute is further subdivided into 60 seconds. Suppose the latitudes of a place in a 8 degree 4 minute and 25 second, we can express it as 8 degree 4 minute 25 seconds. The line of latitudes are the imaginary line which encircle the earth. All of them are parallel to the equator. All places having the same value of latitudes to the north or the south of the equator lie on the same latitudes. For example, 30 degree north latitudes line join all places. You see here 30 degree, okay, 30 degree north latitude line join all places situated at an angular distance of 30 degree north of the equator. The equator being in the middle of the two poles of the earth is the longest line of the latitudes. Its length is equal to the circumference of the earth, which is about 40,000 75.16 kilometer. Okay, you see here. Okay. As we move away from the equator, the circumference of the circle decrease. The two poles are, however, only points. While writing the parallel of latitudes, it is essential to write letter N or S with them. Letter N is written with the latitudes of the northern hemisphere and S with the latitudes of the southern hemisphere. For example, Kerala in India is situated between 8 degree 18 minute north to 12 degree 48 minute north of equator. The number of latitudes when drawn at 1 degree interval. The number of latitudes we can draw 1 degree interval are 90 in the northern hemisphere and 90 in the southern hemisphere. The latitudes of the equator is 0 degree beside the equator and two poles. Other important lines of latitudes are Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north. It's lie north of the equator in the northern hemisphere. Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degrees south. It is located south of the equator in the southern hemisphere. The Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north. This important line of latitude is above the Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere. The Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree south. It is below the Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. Now you see in this picture, this is the angular distance, like a 23.5, 66.5 degrees. These are angular distance. Okay. Then heat zones. Okay. Some parts of the earth receive more heat than other part because of the variation in the angle of the ray of the sun. Depending on the heat received, the zones and named differently. These are torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. Let us discuss them one by one. The torrid zone. The Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn marks the limit. See this picture. Oh, this picture. Okay. The Tropic of Cancer, you see Tropic of Cancer in this picture, and Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Capricorn mark the limit of this zone. In this zone, the rays of the sun are exactly overhead once a year, except on the equator, where the midday sun is overhead twice a year, hence it receives maximum heat from the sun and is very hot. The temperate zone, the zone between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle is called the North Temperate Zone. The zone between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle is called South Temperate Zone. The sun ray in both these zones are never directly overhead. The angle of the sun ray decreases as we go towards the pole. That's why these zones are neither very hot nor very cold. They have moderate temperature. Then last, frigid zone. It's lie from Arctic Circle to the North Pole and from Antarctic Circle to the South Pole. This zone remain covered with ice and snow for the most part of the year. Because the rays of the sun are always slanting, hence it is coldest zone of the earth. Now, thank you children.